Joy Guru, today I would like to evaluate Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra as doctor, as physician. Was he able to prevent inevitable death while he was treating patients? Or, if I may stretch my question to a little further, is he still able to prevent inevitable death, though he left his mortal being on January 1969? I would try to clarify it as far as possible by me. Well, Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra was a physician by profession. He got admitted in National School of Medicine at Calcutta. Possibly later on this has been changed into National Medical College, and he completed the entire course of MB. At that point of time the degree was MB, not MBBS possibly, but then he didn't get the degree certificate because of the fact that he did not get the pass marks in practical examination of gynecology. The reason why it was so, because during examination, Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra prayed to the examiners concerned that you please tell all of your questions at a time, and I would try to answer all the questions at a time. But then the examiners got furious because of this, I should say, audacious attitude of Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra, and they awarded less marks than pass marks. Naturally, he returned back to his native village, namely Himayatpur, without getting the degree. But then in his village, he started his practice. He treated the patients with all kinds of medicines. He applied either one kind of medicine, that is allopathic, or homeopathic, or ayurvedic, or you can say amalgamating all the three kinds of medicines. As a matter of fact, while he was studying allopathic medicine, he did master the essence of homeopathic medicine and their action. And also he got, you can say, he got somewhat, rather he learned at least ABC of Ayurvedic medicines also. Now, once a gentleman asked Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra, in which pathy do you believe in? Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra immediately answered, well, I am not medicine fanatic, I am cure fanatic. That is, he has stated that I would like to apply either one kind of medicine or more than one kind of medicine just to cure the disease. That's my aim and objective, not the kind of medicines. And we must learn, or I should say, this has a message, because nowadays not a single type of medicine, you can say medicine, or a single line of medical system is not enough, is not adequate to treat diseases. So therefore, intermingling, or you can say mixture, or amalgamating all kinds of medical, I should say medical systems, you see, one should treat the disease, treat the patients. Now, see, Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra was a very curious person. He wanted to know each and everything under the sun. Once, out of curiosity, or you can say out of his own caprice, he ate 2 or 3 leaves of a kind of fig tree just to see the symptoms. And then he saw that he felt stomach pain, you see, with you can say vomiting tendency, and extreme salivation occurred in the form of froth. He recollected all the symptoms, and then one day while he was playing with his friends, then one of his friends was complaining about stomach pain, and he found, that is Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra found, that he had vomiting tendency and he was extremely salivating, in the form of froth. He immediately collected 2 or 3 leaves of that particular kind of fig trees, and then he instructed to eat. And after consuming those leaves, the boy got cured after half an hour. Then Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra stated afterwards that I have got the clue about the mechanism of homeopathic medicines. So just see his curiosity, and it is said that no death was caused by his treatment. See, whenever he treated the patient, he gave his maximum attention, his absolute attention. He treated them with rapt attention, and this was precisely the reason why he got the appropriate medicine to treat them. And I must say in this connection that his consultation fees at that point of time was almost 16 rupees, which was at par with the consultation fees of very many eminent and very distinguished physicians of Kolkata. Not that Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra himself fixed that consultation fees. No, the patients themselves fixed this consultation fee. Sri Thakur, however, did not take even a farthing from a patient who could not afford to give his consultation fee. On the other hand, he actually supplied medicines as well as foods to them. His only intention was to cure the patients, or you can say to save the patient from from very many diseases. Now, he wanted something more. He wanted, actually his intention was to save people from all kinds of illness, from all kinds of diseases. And he immediately realized that very many diseases manifest because of the imbalance of the mental setup. He actually realized that the past a person, rather the mental setup of a person should be balanced, should be established, and then the disease will be automatically cured. So this was his opinion, and then he thought about this, he pondered about this matter, and he came to the conclusion that it is possible that if we go on chanting the holy name, and if we go on watching the picture of the love Lord within the mirror of our minds, then it is possible that we can imbibe, or you can say we can induce, we can induce life energy within the patient, through the chanting of holy name. Now the reason why? The reason because it is said that the whole universe has been, the whole universe is created with a big bang. And that's the reason why the Big Bang theory is so famous. And if all of us are the creations of this universe, then there is no reason why that the frequency of that particular sound wave is ringing within the body of all the created beings. And the sound frequency of that particular first sound through which this universe is created is almost same with the sound frequency of the holy name. It is stated. And so therefore, if I go on chanting the holy name by touching the patient through my palms, palms of our hands, then it is possible. And since it is possible, and Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra has actually instructed his disciples to invent a kind of machine whom he named vibrometer. It's a kind of glass tube within which two persons will go on chanting the holy name, and after that the two ends of the tube will be plugged up. In other words, the entire tube will be full with the holy names, with that particular sound vibration. And if that particular tube, a person is exposed to that particular tube, then who is actually suffering from some kind of illness, then he may get himself cured from that particular illness. But I must say in this case, in this connection, the Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra also cautioned us that you must not do it as a kind of fatal experiment. It is true that it is possible to imbibe energy or you can say to induce energy by chanting holy name. But we must not experiment this, and we must not do anything fatal, because this system is not so easy as it is said. So therefore, we must not, experiment this. I must say it right at the outset. But then it is possible. It is not entirely impossible. And Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra wanted to lengthen the lifespan up to unlimited extent. This is his intention. You see, we know about immortality because of the fact that, you see, our Srimad Bhagavad Gita is so famous, religious scriptures of the whole world, and it occupies the position just next to Upanishad. It's because of the fact that Srimad Bhagavad Gita advocates about immortality. That means we are permanent, we are imperishable entity. We are imperishable entities, we are permanent entities, and we are immortal entities. So therefore, it is, Srimad Bhagavad Gita advocates this. But then, and these are all stated in the second, particularly in the second chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, in so many slokas, out of which I would just quote only 2 slokas. For example, 20th sloka of the second chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, where Lord Krishna is stating like this: न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचिन् न्यायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयो अजो नित्यः शाश्वतो अयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. It means that neither does it die nor does it take birth, and not that, it is not that having come into existence it will again cease to be, and it is birthless, and it is eternal. Ajo means birthless, Nitya means eternal, Saswata means undecaying, Purana means ancient. So, and it is not killed when body is killed. That means Lord Krishna is stating about immortality after death. That is, even after death, even after loss of my body, something will be there. That is, there will be a kind of existence which is, as Lord Krishna stated, and he has named as Atman, self, spirit, whatever name you may give it. So it not that everything is lost after death. And if we chant 22nd sloka of the second chapter, it is almost like this: Basang srijirenani jatha vihayo navani grihanati naro parani tatha sharirani vihayo jirna nannani sanjati navani dehi. It means that after rejecting worn out clothes, a man wears new ones. Likewise, after rejecting worn out bodies, the embodied one unites with new ones. Embodied one means that is the spirit, soul, Atman, whatever name you may give. So therefore, Lord Krishna is stating about immortality even after death. But then, Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra has also advocated about immortality even after death, but he has stated something different. That is, he has stated that try to lengthen your lifespan of this life as much as possible. Once Miss Simar, she was a foreign lady, she asked, or rather she commented before Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra, that sometimes it seems to me that this creation, that is Srishti, preservation, that is Sthiti, and destruction, that is Pralaya, these 3 phenomena are nothing. You see, this is just a play of the God. See, hearing this comment, Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra commented, no, it is not play, it is dalliance. You see, dalliance means in Bengali it is called Leela. It means it is said that God was alone at the beginning. He wanted to be many. Why? Lord Ramakrishna was asked this question, and he answered that it is his sweet will that he wanted to be many. Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra stated that he wanted to be many to test dalliance. Dalliance means Leela, and it is not performed or it is not achieved, you see, if more than one is not present. In other words, the value of I, or you can say the value of I is true only when there is an existence of the value of you. So therefore, he wanted to be many, and he wanted to be many just for, as I have already stated, just for testing the dalliance. That Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra stated that this Srishti, that is creation, Sthiti means preservation, and Pralaya means destruction. All these 3 phenomena, as you have stated, are nothing but dalliance. But then Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra stated that creation and preservation, these 2 are the deeds of God. But God is not responsible for destruction. This is something very new. This is something very unheard of. It is only Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra who has stated this, that God is not responsible for our destruction, for our proloy, for our death. Because so the question is why? Then why we die? Naturally the question arises, Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra stated that we create the seed of death because of the fact that we are obsessed with one or more than one complexes. You see, we have several complexes like greed, desire, anger, envy, so on and so forth. And we people are somehow or another are obsessed with either one or more than one obsession of complexes. And this is precisely the reason why you see that we are mentally, mentally weak. We are mentally, we are mentally diseased. And because of this disease, this is the root cause for the manifestation of very many physical diseases. So therefore, in order to stem the rot, in order to stop this, one should rather our mental equilibrium should be established. Our mental balance should be again be established. So therefore, how this can be established? By leading a very healthy life. This is what is known as Sadachar, as Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra stated. But then Ms. Simar stated that after all we will have to die. Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra stated, but then it is possible to lengthen the lifespan, and it is the endeavor of science also. Then Ms. Simar wanted to know something more detail about it. Then Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra stated, just see, because of the spectacular advancement of medical sciences, the lifespan of human being has been enlarged or has been lengthened to an appreciable limit. So the sciences are also trying to lengthen the life. It means that also trying for achieving immortality. Well, we cannot lengthen our life up to unlimited extent. But then, sky is the limit. This is the statement of Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra. It is not entirely impossible. As a matter of fact, that's the reason why we are doing so much. For example, we have witnessed COVID. But then, you see, it is not that we did not fight against COVID. So therefore, a struggle is continuing. Why? Because we want to live. Because we want to survive. The reason why we want to live, we want to survive, it is because that my nature is immortal. Since my nature is immortal, therefore I want to live. So therefore, it is my endeavor to do whatever, through whatever way I can live, I can lengthen my life. Now, Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra, this is the reason why he had invented so many medicines. For example, Preventina, for example, there are so many other medicines also which are still available, which are very effective for very many diseases. So why? Because he wanted to lengthen the life, and he wanted immortality, within this life. This is the very peculiarity of Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra, I should say. Here lies the speciality of Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra. He has stated that try to achieve immortality within this life. That is, you should not take another birth to understand, or you can say to achieve immortality. It is within this life we can achieve immortality. It is not entirely impossible. How is it possible? As Lord Krishna stated in almost each and every chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, where he has stated that you try to get yourself attached with me. He has stated it in so many slokas, out of which I would like to quote only one sloka. Tani sarvani sangjammo jukto asita matparaha basehi jasyendriyani tasya pragga pratisthita. So just observe the three words. Jukto asita matparaha. Concentrate upon me as supreme. That is, try to get yourself attached with me. Now, how we can get ourselves attached with him? The easiest way is the path of devotion. You see, through the path of devotion, a holy name is given by a Sadguru, and by chanting the holy name, we can get ourselves attached with him. So Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra has also stated that get yourself attached with him, that is, with the love Lord. In my case, for example, I would try to get myself attached with Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra through, you can say, by chanting the holy name that he has given to us, and by watching the picture of my love Lord, that is, through of the picture of Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra within the mirror of my body. And by this, or you can say through this way, I would try to get myself attached with the love Lord. And it is possible that I can achieve immortality in the sense that if I can achieve the memory carrying consciousness, or you can say death penetrating memory carrying consciousness. In Bengali it is called Sritibahi Chetana, and this term, I should say, Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra has actually coined this term for the first time. Sritibahi Chetana means, for example, myself. I have a consciousness, and within my consciousness, I am carrying some of the memories. That's why my consciousness is a memory carrying consciousness. But I am carrying the consciousness of this life only. But it is possible to carry the memories of my past lives also. And he has quoted, or he has given the examples of Jatishwar. As you all know, Jatishwar means that person who can recall the events of his past lives. And it is not, so at least there are some examples. Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra in this connection has stated that one white crow disproves that all crows are black. So if one person can achieve it, there is no reason why the others cannot. And the way for this is definitely that we should get ourselves attached with him. And this is the way. So, so therefore, Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra has given us the way to achieve immortality. So in this respect, he is a doctor with a difference, and he has no parallel. It is my humble opinion. So live in love.